Tom Brady should be arriving any day now in Tampa Bay. And there's this, and I get it. I understand what we do for a living. The reporting side of this is people want to know things, so the reporters start elbowing each other out of the way to try to add anything they can, even if they're not really adding anything to the process. Breathless reporting from yesterday, Tom Brady will be back early this week. Yeah, we know. We've known it all along. Here's Todd Bowles, Buccaneers coach, yesterday basically saying, why are you even asking me this? I've been telling you since the moment he left when he's coming back. Have a listen.
Like I said, a week and a half ago, I said he'll be back this week. So, that hadn't changed. We expect him back this week.
Gotcha. Do you know yet which day it's going to be?
It'll be this week early.
Do you have any indication if he will play in this third preseason game or not?
Not yet. We'll see how practice goes, and we'll make those decisions at the end of the week.
That, to me, was the real news. The idea that maybe Tom Brady, after being gone for a week and a half, not playing yet in the preseason, we could see him for the preseason finale on Saturday night in Indianapolis. That becomes must-see TV. Put that one on every network. Let's see Tom Brady if he ends up playing. I would bet the under at this point, but you can't rule out anything. We are in unprecedented territory with everything related to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So if anyone can show up after being gone for 11 days and get it together in a few days and play on Saturday night and look as good as ever, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So I can't rule out anything. Bowles isn't ruling out anything. We just sit back and see how the week goes.
Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't be worried about that. Again, that's going to be a Tom Brady decision with Bowles a little bit, but I'm not like, oh, man, well, they might throw Brady out there and might not look too good on Saturday. He might not look – again, even though I know he's taking some time off and there's all these rumors swirling and everybody wants to know where the hell he is, I have a hard time thinking, again, that he's totally checked out. And it's not like the time of year, Mike, as you know, that they're implementing anything really new in the offense, at least for him. So, that'll be there. And I bet you he's still getting TB12 workouts and throwing the football a little bit. I would have a hard time thinking he just totally dropped everything for 11 days. The only thing I would question is the offensive line going to be in the right spot for him to play on Saturday night? I mean, again, they had another injury this week, so it's a little bit like, all right, hey, here's a guy that usually has played in the preseason a little bit. You look at his, career the last 5-10 years in New England. Even last year, I think he got in on one series. So I think that's kind of status quo at times. But, is the support around him? Do they feel like they can protect him with a defense and a defensive line in Indianapolis that I think is a little bit on a mission this year?
And I never know how I would feel if I were a Tom Brady. I guess it's a good problem to have, having to go back and play in a stadium where you lost a Super Bowl, although they did beat the Colts last year, late November, 38-31 at Lucas Oil Stadium. I don't know whether that would be a bonus or a punishment to have to go back there and play in the preseason. But either way, he'll be back early this week. I've seen some suggestions it'll be back today. I mean, sometimes we just got to give it a rest and let it play out.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. I've been saying this since the day it happened.
Yes, you have.
When the Buccaneers bungle this from a PR standpoint, when Tom Brady says nothing with his millions of followers on social media, and he says nothing about the situation, when no one knows anything, we fill in the gaps with whatever we can. And that's the only way to psychologically account for what happened on Friday, when all of a sudden this weird, bizarre theory that Tom Brady is absent because he's the Masked Singer on Fox, which is a singing competition that's open-ended, and that's why they don't know when he's coming back, because we don't know when the Masked Singer taping will end. That actually caught fire.
It did. I saw that before it caught fire, yeah.
I didn't want to write anything about it because, there's no freaking way that Tom Brady is ditching training camp to do something he could do next year or whenever he's done playing. I mean, whatever his deal is with Fox, it doesn't start until he stops playing.
Right.
There's no way in hell Fox is going to squeeze him to leave camp for 11 days to go on some Masked Singer boondoggle. He'd never live that down if that was the reason why he was gone, and there's no way that it would avoid getting out, because here he is on the Masked Singer.
Right.
We would put it all together after the fact. But it shows, Chris, what happens when they choose
when you go dark.
to, from Brady's perspective, go dark, and from the Buccaneers' perspective, go nuts with conflicting, weird, strange, what's going on. They're just creating the impression they don't know what's going on. So that's what happens. That's where you get crazy-ass theories.
Yeah.
Because nobody's telling anyone anything, so the mind starts to wander.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure we got NBC executives shaking in their boots going, oh, no, is he going to be playing week 1 in our Sunday night game, the first real Sunday night game of the year against Dallas?
And week 4.
Yeah,
and
or week 4, right. You're going, oh, no, we didn't schedule this right. So I'm sure there's a lot of people thinking a lot of different things. I mean, if he went on the Masked Singer, I mean, you could just say right here we're gonna roast him for sure. I mean, that'd be just totally crazy. But I can't imagine that is the case here. And again, as I've said from the start, you know, the one source I have down there that I really trust has led me to believe it's something personal, and they're not comfortable sharing it with me. And this is a person that has shared things with me before. So that's where I just I'm going to leave it at that. I don't really know what it is. But, yeah, you're right. We're going to inquire, want to know. And especially with Tom Brady, like you said, who's just been so in our face with, you know, Instagram and TikTok and whatever else here over the last few years. And then he's the most famous American sports figure right now, one of the most famous in the whole world. So, yeah, we're gonna wonder what it is. It is weird, but I think at the end of the day, I'm not really all that worried about it. If he's back in the building here in the next few days, practicing, and like you said, 17 days before the week 1 game, or more than that, right? He's got 20 days.
He's got 20
to get ready. He'll be ready to go. I don't doubt that at all.
Once you submit yourself to a full embrace of fame and everything that goes along with it, you don't get to pick and choose anymore. That's just the reality.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.